Have you ever seen someone solve a Rubik's Cube and think, that's pretty cool, I wish I could do that? Well, it's actually really easy to learn how to do. Some people I know learned how to do it in one day. In this video, I'll be showing you the easiest way to solve the 3x3 Rubik's Cube. I will be teaching you the layer by layer method. The Rubik's Cube is made up of 3 layers. We will call them the bottom layer, the middle layer, and the top layer. We're gonna work our way up and solve these layers one by one. Before we start, let's look at the pieces of the cube. The pieces that have 3 stickers on it are called the corners, and the edges have 2 stickers on it. The pieces with 1 sticker on it are called the centers, and they never move. Okay, let's go on to the tutorial. First, I'm going to show you a quick example solve, just so you have an idea of what the method looks like. So step 1 is the white and yellow cross. The cross kind of resembles a daisy flower, if that helps remembering it. Step 2 is the white cross. Step 3 is solving the white corners and finishing the first layer. Step 4 is solving the 4 edges in the middle layer. Step 5 is creating a yellow cross. Step 6 is solving the yellow edges. Step 7 is putting the yellow corners to where they belong. And finally, step 8 is orienting the yellow corners. All these steps are easy to learn and will be easy to memorize. Okay, now we're going to go through each step and show you how to do it. Step 1 is the white cross with the yellow in the middle. First, you find the yellow center and hold the cube so that the yellow center is on the top. Next, you find an edge that has white on it. If the white sticker is facing to the side like this, you can just move it to the top like this. And if it's facing down like this, you can just move that side twice up to the top. If it's on the bottom and it's facing to the side, you can just move it to one of the sides so you get this case. Then you can just move it up to the top. Similarly, if it's on the top and it's facing to the side, then you can just move it to one of the sides and bring it up. When you've solved the white edge, find another one and solve it as well. If the moves you're doing affects the one that you already have solved, then just move the top layer so that it gets out of the way. Then you can solve it as normal. When you have done the second white edge, do the third and the fourth white edges as the ways shown before, depending on which case you get. Sometimes you get tricky cases like this, where if you move the piece to the side, it affects the one that's already solved. So here you just move the top, so the moves you do don't affect anything. Now you can move it to the side, and here you have to move the top again so that you can put it into the cross. By the way, if you have any questions about anything, feel free to leave a comment and I'll try answer all of them. Okay, now that step 1 is done, the second step is really easy. Step 2 is solving the white cross. All you have to do is get one of the white edges and match it up with the center it goes with, then you just have to turn it down twice to the white center. Repeat that for the rest of the white edges to make the white cross. Step 3 is solving the white corners. So for this step, you need to learn your first algorithm. The algorithm is only 4 moves and it goes right side up, top clockwise, right side down, top anti-clockwise. You're going to be using this algorithm a lot during the solve, so make sure you remember it. I'll show it to you again and this time do it with me. Right side up, top clockwise, right side down, top anti-clockwise. So for step 3, find a corner that has white on it. Now you figure out where it needs to go. So for example, this corner has red and green on it, so it needs to go into the red and green slot. If it's in the wrong slot, take it out using the 4 moves I showed you. Once it's on the top layer, put it over the slot it needs to go, and hold it on the top right, and to solve it, you simply repeat the 4 move algorithm until it's solved. If the corner is in the right slot, but it's twisted, then you just do the same thing. You put it on the right side, and you do the 4-move algorithm until it's solved. So this corner has orange and blue on it, so it needs to go here between the orange and blue centers. So you put the corner over the slot it needs to go and do the 4-move algorithm until it's solved. Do that for the remaining white corners until the bottom layer is completely solved. Step 4 is solving the 4 edges in the middle layer. First, you find an edge that does not have yellow on it. So for now, ignore all the pieces that have a yellow sticker on it. So this edge here is green and orange, so it needs to go in between the green and orange center. Look at the color that's on the side of the edge and match it up with the center. Now you look at where it needs to go, whether it needs to go left or right. Now you turn the edge away from where it needs to go. So in this case, it needs to go left, so I'm going to turn it to the right. Now you bring the left side up, turn the edge back, and bring the left side down again. This is made what's called a pair. And to insert the pair, you turn it so the white sticker is facing you. And now you do the same moves you did to pair it up, just with the other hand. So you turn it away from where it needs to go, bring the side up, turn it back, and bring it back down. And now the edge is solved. So here's another example, but this time the edge is not in the top layer, but it's actually in the wrong slot. And now you take one of the yellow edges that's in the top layer, and you insert it into that slot. That means that this edge will be on the top layer, so you're able to solve it. It doesn't matter whether you put the yellow edge on the left or the right, but I'm just going to do the left side this time. So you turn it away from where it needs to go, bring it up, turn it back, and bring it back down. Then rotate so the white sticker is facing you. Then turn it away, bring it up, turn it back, and bring it back down. And now the edge you need to solve is on the top layer. So this is the blue and red edge, so it needs to go in between the blue and red center. So the side color is blue, so you match it up with the blue center. And now this time it needs to go right, so turn it to the left, bring it up, turn the edge back, and bring it back down. And rotate the cube so the white sticker is facing you. Then turn it away, bring it up, turn it back, and bring it back down. So this green and red edge is in the right place, but it's flipped. Here you do the same thing as if the edge was in the wrong position. So you insert a yellow edge into that slot, so the edge you need is in the top layer. So you turn it away from the slot it needs to go, bring it up, turn the edge back, bring it down, and now rotate, turn it away, bring it up, turn it back, and bring it down. Now the edge is on the top layer and you can repeat the process. I'll do it a little bit faster this time. So you pair the corner with the edge, rotate the cube and insert it. Do that for all 4 of the edges until you've completed the middle layer. Step 5 is the yellow cross. This step is really easy as you don't need to learn any new algorithms. So there are 3 different cases you can get: a dot, an L shape, and a line. So if you get a dot, you turn the front clockwise, do the 4-move algorithm I showed you earlier, and turn the front anti-clockwise. This will give you the L shape. And now you simply do that again with the yellow stickers on the bottom and on the right of the center. So you turn the front clockwise, do the 4-move algorithm, and turn the front anti-clockwise. And that gives you a line. Now you hold the line horizontal and do the algorithm again. Front clockwise, do the 4-move algorithm, and front anti-clockwise. And finally, you get a yellow cross on top. Step 6 is solving the yellow edges. So as well as the yellow cross, we also want the sides of the yellow edges to be matching their centers. For this step, we need a new algorithm that is a bit similar to the 4-move algorithm, but it has a few more moves. Turn the top layer and try to match as many of the edges as you can. So there are 2 cases you can get. The first case is when the solved edges are horizontal to each other, and the second case is when the solved edges are next to each other. When the solved edges are horizontal, you hold it so one of the solved edges is facing you and do this algorithm. Right side up, top clockwise, right side down, top clockwise, right side up, top twice, right side down. This algorithm is called soon, but you don't have to worry about that for now. Doing that algorithm made the 2 solved edges next to each other. Now you rotate the cube to the left so that the unsolved edges are in front of you and to the left. And now you do that algorithm again. Right side up, top clockwise, right side down, top clockwise, right side up, top twice, right side down. And now you turn it so all the edges are solved. Step 7 is putting the remaining corners into their right place. So look at the remaining corners and see if any of them are in the right place. So this green and orange corner, even though it's not twisted, it's still in the right place. You hold that piece on the top right corner and do this algorithm. Top clockwise, right side up, top anti-clockwise, left side up, top clockwise, right side down, top anti-clockwise, left side down. And what that did is move the other 3 corners around. If the other corners are still not solved, then just do the algorithm again. Top clockwise, right side up, top anti-clockwise, left side up, top clockwise, right side down, top anti-clockwise, left side down. And now they should be solved. Also, it's important to use both of your hands so you can remember it better. At the start of the step, if no corners are in the right place, then you just do the algorithm from anywhere. So in this case, there are no correct corners, so I just do the algorithm once. Top clockwise, right side up, top anti-clockwise, left side up, top clockwise, right side down, top anti-clockwise, left side down. And now there's a corner in the right spot. Now I'll hold that corner on the top right and do the algorithm. And all the corners are in the right place. Step 8 is orienting the remaining corners. This is the final step and it's quite easy to mess up on, so make sure you do it right. So here you turn the cube upside down and hold the cube so that there's an unsolved corner on the bottom right. And here you solve the corners just like you solved the white corners in step 3. You repeat the 4-move algorithm until the corner is solved. So right side up, top clockwise, right side down, top anti-clockwise, and keep doing that until the corner is solved. When you've solved it, you turn the bottom layer until another corner is on the bottom right. It is very important not to rotate the whole cube. You need to turn the bottom layer. So once you have a new corner on the bottom right, you solve it in the exact same way you solved the first corner. So you repeat the 4 moves until it's solved. Depending on how many corners are unsolved, you have to repeat this process 2, 3, or 4 times. In my case, all the corners are unsolved, so I have to do it 2 more times. So I'll turn the bottom layer again and do the algorithm until this corner is solved. Now it's solved and I have to turn the bottom layer again and do it 1 more time. Once the final corner is done, you just do 1 more turn and the Rubik's Cube is solved. If you have done every step right, then congratulations, you have solved the Rubik's Cube. But if you're still a little bit confused by some of the steps, you can always rewind the video and watch them again. The timestamps for each of the steps are in the description. Okay, now I'm going to scramble the cube one last time and do 1 more quick example solve, just so you can see what the method looks like when it's done a bit faster. So the first step is putting the white edges around the yellow center. Then bringing the edges down to the white center, making the white cross. Now you solve the 4 white corners. And now you solve the 4 edges in the middle, finishing the first 2 layers. Now you make a yellow cross on the top. And now match the yellow edges with the centers. Now you move the yellow corners around so that they're all in the correct places. And finally, twisting the yellow corners and solving the cube. So that is the end of the tutorial. Like I said earlier, if you have any questions, then feel free to comment. I'll try and answer as many as I can. Also, I've been making a lot of tutorials for people who are new to cubing and also for more advanced cubers. So subscribe if you want to see more helpful cubing videos. My next video is actually how to get faster at solving the Rubik's Cube. Thank you all for watching. I hope this video was helpful and I'll see you in the next one.